Hello friends, I'm Montana Ray, your certified sommelier at The Wine Ship, and today I am going to show you how to safely open a bottle of sparkling wine, because I think for some of us opening these bottles can be a little bit intimidating, so I'm going to show you how to do it without the cork flying out or without being worried about anything happening that you don't want to have happen. So before I even think about opening a bottle of sparkling wine, the first thing that I'm going to do is make sure that my bottle is absolutely chilled. If you have any concerns about it being on the warm side, just stick it in the freezer for like 20 minutes, or an ice bath works really well. And if you need to chill the bottle quickly because it's coming from room temperature, it's just been stored in your living room or whatever, you're gonna wanna use an ice bath rather than trying to put it in the fridge or freezer. Just put some water and some ice and even some rock salt can help the process a little bit. So now that the bottle is nice and cold, let's get this thing open. I like to use a wine key, one of these kind of server versions, to take the foil off, but you'll also notice that every bottle of sparkling wine also has this little tab that you can use. I just am used to opening it with the knife, so either way works. You know, sometimes it breaks and it's nice to get a clean cut. So whether you use the tab or you use your little knife on your wine key, either way works. And you're just gonna take off that first layer of foil. So now that the metal cage is exposed, you want to start to undo it, but the thing you have to keep in mind is the second that this cage comes off, this is sort of like a live bomb, like the cork can go flying out. Now, if you chilled the bottle as much as I suggested that you chill the bottle, you're not gonna have that problem, but all the same, you wanna make sure that you understand as soon as this this cage is loosened, the cork can go flying out. So you're gonna do the 6 turns it takes to get this thing loose, and then ever so carefully, keeping a thumb over the cork at all times, you're gonna just remove the cage and set it aside. It can be useful to have a cloth or a serviette or something like that to kind of place over the cork if you like, and I recommend that if you have any concerns about the cork going flying out. And if you're worried about this being in your way as you try to pull the cork out, remember, sparkling wine has lots and lots of pressure inside the bottle, so you're not going to need to pull the cork. In fact, you shouldn't pull the cork. Instead, what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn the bottle. So I've got a nice tight grip over the cork, my thumb is holding it in place, and I've got my cloth or serviette there, and I'm just gonna give the bottom of the bottle a couple of gentle turns. And as I start to feel the pressure coming up, I'm going to apply some pressure with my top hand so the cork only comes out when I'm nice and ready for it. And I know a lot of us really like that pop goes the champagne sound, but I bet you I can get this open pretty silently. You might not have even heard it at all. So now the bottle is open and there was no overflow, there's no spray, and I can pour a nice glass of bubbles. So hopefully this has been helpful to you, and enjoy some great sparkling wine. Cheers.